Yes, my people, I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. You done already, family. Gaussiver is back again, bro. Here to preview everything that there is to preview for Matchday 12 in the Premier League. Some of the topics that we'll cover in this video include a massive encounter at Anfield where Liverpool will be taking on Brentford. We also have Arsenal who will be taking on Burnley. Man United also got a massive fixture against Luton Town. And of course, probably the fixture on everyone's lips, at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City will be taking on Chelsea, and much more. So if any of that does interest you, stick around, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, tell a friend, and let's get it cracking, bro. So Matchday 12 does of course kick off on Saturday at the Molineux Stadium, where Wolves will be taking on Tottenham Hotspur. Wolves of course lost their last game against Sheffield in a 2-1 loss, but before that they were doing a decent job of, nicking away points, them way there. And as for Tottenham Hotspur, done poorly in their last game against Chelsea, but they showed lots of fight, bro. They looked very promising, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, man, but I can't lie. Even though Tottenham did get slapped up in their last game against Chelsea, I think they're going to bounce back in this game. I really do believe that. For me, they still are one of the best teams in the Prem, and they're playing really well. Yes, they do have a lot of injuries, so that is going to, and they did get that red card, so there's some, in terms of squad depth, they don't have it. And that's something that is raising questions, but the way that Ange's having them play, bro, the football that Ange's producing at Tottenham right now, it looks very promising, bro. So I'm telling you, I think they can get something out of this game. I think the worst result they'll get is a draw. I don't think they'll lose. That's why I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Tottenham Hotspur. We then of course head over to Old Trafford where Man United will be taking on Luton. It is absolutely peak for Ten Hag and Man United at this moment in time. Fam, how do you lose 4-3 to Copenhagen, bro? Copenhagen, like, bro, like, no disrespect, but fam, like, it's Copenhagen, G. Fam, if Ten Hag gets anything less than a win out of this game, I don't see how my man keeps the job. I really don't, bro. Keep in mind that Luton Town, they put up a really good fight against Liverpool and came very close to winning that game, so I struggle to see how Man United is going to keep up a fight. The only thing that's in the back of my head and that's on their side is the fact that they're playing at Old Trafford, which is why they'll probably not lose the game. But fam, it is absolutely peak for Man United. Fam, if Luton Town manages to seal 3 points at Old Trafford, let alone a draw, for me it's Ten Hag over, bro. Like, it has to be over. I'm not gonna lie, I can see Man United scumming a result, bro. I can see them scumbagging like a 1-0 just like last time, bro. And it probably will happen, but I think their luck is not gonna be on their side this time around. So that's why I'm gonna go for Man United 1, Luton Town 1. Moving on, we do of course head over to the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal will be taking on Burnley. Arsenal were absolutely horrendous in their last game against Newcastle, fam, when they lost 1-0. But in the midweek, they looked decent against Sevilla with a 2-0 victory. They looked well. And honestly, bro, considering that they're playing against Burnley at the Emirates Stadium, this is probably going to be a fixture that they're going to be able to bounce back from. Burnley are absolutely appalling, bro. There's nothing that I really want to comment on them, bro. They're just really poor. Very poor side. They'll maybe score a goal. Because I think Arsenal's defense can definitely get got at. But if Burnley managed to get at least a draw out of this game, not only would it humble Arsenal, it would give them a realization of where they're actually at as a team, bro. Because they're not up there, bro. I'm telling you, bro, Arsenal are not up there. They're not playing well. But again, as I mentioned earlier, this is a game that I reckon Arsenal will bounce back from. That's why I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Burnley 1. It could be more. It honestly could be more. Maybe like a 3 or 4-0, but I'm going to go for 2-1. After that, we do of course head over to Selhurst Park where Crystal Palace will be taking on Everton. Crystal Palace, not an insane performance in the last game, but they've done well to get the 3 points. And as for Everton, a massive result in their last game against Brighton. They ended up getting a 1-1 draw. That was a massive result. Not a crazy performance, but bro, considering the way Everton's been playing this season, that was immense, bro. And then I think the week before that, they won their fixture against West Ham, so yeah, fam, maybe they'll be on some sort of little run. I do believe this is going to be a very close game. It is for either side. It kind of might be a snooze fest as well. It might be a snooze fest, but considering that Crystal Palace is playing at Selhurst Park, that might give them a little bit of an edge, but I don't know, fam. I don't think they'll have enough in them to win the game, potentially. That's what I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 1, Everton won. The last and final fixture on Saturday for Matchday 12 in the Premier League is of course at the Vitality Stadium, where Bournemouth will be taking on Newcastle. Bournemouth, these men got absolutely shredded, bro. Torn to bits by Manchester City in their last game. And as for Newcastle, they got a massive result against Arsenal. They didn't play them at the park or anything like that. They did play better than Arsenal. I will say that. They did play better than Arsenal, but it wasn't an emphatic performance, you know them way there. But they got the 3 points, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters, fam. So, I think it does get worse for these men. I think Newcastle is just going to pin them to the wall like a red light district team. I think they'll easily get the 3 points, bro. Easily. I don't see Bournemouth standing a chance, really. With that being said, I'm going to go for Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 2. That's mostly because Bournemouth are playing at the Vitality Stadium, so that probably will give them a bit of an edge. And that's why they won't get as destroyed, but I still think Bournemouth are going to lose, bro. I think Newcastle will get the 3 points. Heading into Sunday, we do, of course, head over to Villa Park, where Aston Villa will be taking on Fulham. Aston Villa, shockingly, bro, lost their last game against Nottingham Forest, a 2-0 victory. These men got slapped up. As for Fulham, they actually put in a decent performance against United, fam, but they couldn't walk away with a single point, which I guess in a sense was disappointing, fam. But at least the midfield for Fulham, they were dancing all over United, fam. So that is something that's in the back of my mind. But honestly, I think Aston Villa will bounce back from that poor result that they had last weekend. I think that was a shock result. Aston Villa, Unai Emery just has been playing some serious stuff. Aston Villa are really good this season. So I reckon they will bounce back. That's why I'm going to go for Aston Villa 3, Fulham 2. I can kind of see a lot of goals. I know Fulham aren't very clinical, but I think there might be a ton of goals, fam. And that's probably mostly because of Willian. I think there will be goals. But even if there isn't, I strongly believe that Aston Villa will seal these 3 points. After that, we do of course head over to the Amex Stadium, where Brighton will be taking on Sheffield United. Brighton, very inconsistent, fam. You don't know whether they're going to play well or they're going to play poorly. Did really poor in their last game against Everton. They drew 1-1. They just have not been that consistent this season. As for Sheffield, they've been on nothing, bro. They really have been on nothing. They did win their last game against Wolves, but which was very surprising because the week before that, they got absolutely ripped apart by Arsenal, bro. Absolutely ripped apart. This is a game that Brighton should bounce back from. Whether they'll do it or not, though, is a completely different story, though. But Sheffield can definitely get got out. Brighton are playing at home, so they definitely have the advantage for them. Definitely. It is probably going to be a close game. I think Brighton will probably leave it late if they seal those 3 points. So I'm going to go for Brighton 2, Sheffield 1. Moving on, we do of course head over to the London Stadium, where West Ham will be taking on Nottingham Forest. West Ham, they done okay in their last game. They did lose 3-2, but it was very unfortunate because I thought they played pretty well. Kudus scored an absolute worldie of a goal. Very unfortunate that they couldn't seal those 3 points, but can they make up for that and potentially seal 3 points here against Nottingham Forest, fam? Let me know in the comments down below. And as for Nottingham Forest, I already mentioned to you, man, they won 2-0 in the last game against Aston Villa. This was maybe potentially going to be a close game, fam. West Ham are playing at the London Stadium, but at the same time, fam, West Ham, at least within the last few weeks or a month or so, they've really dropped off in form. And I don't know, they just can't really get it together. But this might be a game they can bounce back from. This is a game that they definitely can, fam. They are a better team than Nottingham Forest. So I don't see why they can't do it. Momentum-wise, they have everything going. I wouldn't say momentum-wise, but just playing-wise, they have a lot more going for them compared to Nottingham Forest. So with that being said, I do believe West Ham have a massive chance of sealing 3 points here. That's going to go for West Ham 3, Nottingham Forest 1. I can see a draw here, like a 2-2 or something, but I think the West Ham, they can and they should get 3 points here. After that, we took over to Anfield, where Liverpool will be taking on Brentford. Liverpool left it very late in their last game against Nottingham Forest, bro. Nottingham Forest, no disrespect, but Nottingham Forest, fam, they drew 1-1, which in a way felt like a loss. And as for Brentford, they won their last game, as I mentioned already, fam, against West Ham, a 3-2 victory for them. Brentford, maybe it's just me, bro, but I really believe that Brentford could potentially put it on Liverpool at Anfield, bro. I really think they can. I know you can see that they're not the same without Tony and all that. Like their attack isn't all that, but I think they could potentially get at Liverpool. Liverpool are a team they get got at this moment in time, bro. For them to barely get a draw at a Nottingham Forest does raise concerns, fam. But they are playing at Anfield. Anfield is a fortress, and as much as I did talk about Brentford right now, I think Liverpool will get these 3 points, fam. I can't lie. It would be absolutely massive if Brentford gets something out of this game, but the big question is, can they do it at Anfield, bro? But anyways, it might be a close game, might be goals galore for Liverpool, but I think it'll probably be a close game. That's why I'm going to go for Liverpool 2, Brentford 1. The last and final fixture to conclude Matchday 12 in the Premier League is, of course, at Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea will be taking on Manchester City. Chelsea, as we already know, scumbag their last game against Tottenham Hotspur, bro. Mark my words, bro. Chelsea, whatever performance that Chelsea put in their last game, fam, it will not translate in this game against Manchester City, bro. They're not gonna capitalize on the performance, bro. They're not, bro. I'm telling you right now. Manchester City are an absolute smoke right now. I don't see how Chelsea are going to be able to handle Doku, bro, because I'm telling you, my man is having the time of his life right now, bro. You know them way there. He is having the time of his life. Patrick Swayze, Satan's rude boy. You know them way there. Manchester City, not only did they win their last game in the Premier League, they also qualified for the knockout stage in the Champions League. So these men are high flying right now. This is the time. Honestly, bro, this is the time of the season where Manchester City really start to pick up form, bro. It be like that. So I'm telling you, bro, I think Manchester City are going to pin Chelsea to the wall like a red light district team, bro. Chelsea do not stand a chance against Manchester City, bro. Fam, I'm telling you, when Chelsea come up against Manchester City this weekend, it's going to be soul to soul Satan's root boy. Back to life, back to reality, fam. So with that being said, I'm going to go for Chelsea 1, Manchester City 4. There's a very slight part of me that feels that Chelsea will put in something. That's only because of Sterling, bro. I'll be very real. That's only because of Sterling. But other than that, Chelsea, they're going to get slapped up, bro. Trust me, bro. They're going to get slapped up. They're not going to win this game. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you lot did enjoy. If you did, like always, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Let me know in the comments down below match you're looking forward to the most. What player's going to play the best? What team is going to play the best? Your thoughts on the Champions League drama that we saw this past week. This is, of course, the last week before the international break, unfortunately. And yeah, fam, with that being said, I hope everything's doing absolutely fantastic. And I will see you a lot soon.